We're spoiled, buddy. We are spoiled.
Yes, we are.
This property, y'all seen us in the past. We dug 7 good pits there. I mean, good pits where we found all kinds of stuff. But we also did a lot on the ground too. But Buddy and I both dug real side by side. I one day up top of that hill. Both of them dug. Then another day we both dug William and Mary 1696 coins side by side. They were 10 feet apart.
Yep.
I can't even go into everything we found there, but it's crazy. But anyway, when you walk on there, we did metal tech it, and Buddy did get a nice Tomback button right there. And I dug a piece of lead and some other stuff, but you can get a hit here and there, but metal detecting the ground is kind of like it's played out. I mean, you can find, you never know, but we've hit it pretty hard. But you still can dig and find stuff almost anywhere on that property.
True. Yep.
It was a 1600 settlement. There's never been documented. Well, I don't see any documentation. It was there. We discovered it. And it's a 1600 settlement. And it had apparently had a lot of buildings, outbuildings, and everything there. And a lot of people apparently lived there. So, but you would have never known it. No. You never known that it was even there. So anyway, we go there now. We basically go in there and we try to dig pits. We go beside the pits because at the time we was finding so much stuff. We said, let's go to the next one, let's go to the next one. So we didn't really hit all the ones we should have more, probably, and took our time more. So we're kind of going back, hitting some areas. This particular one, we both want to come back to it because it was a big rocks this big around. I mean, giant rocks that we hit before. We remember why we stopped digging. Yeah. Yes. We started digging today, so we didn't get nothing. I mean, it's just nothing but giant rocks. I don't know why. I'm thinking there was a house right there that they were, that all these rocks like in the basement floor or something. It's right near where we found the onion bottle seals. We found a bunch of onion bottles with seals on the bottle and a bunch of individual seals right there near where this pit was at. So we're kind of digging around that, kind of just seeing what we come up with. But we did pretty good today, didn't we?
We did okay.
Yeah. We did okay. I'm pretty happy with what we did. Yeah. Y'all ready to check it out? Let me show you what we got. All right, here's an overview of everything. Like you say, it's a lot of stuff here we got today. Start off with, we did get some shells. Get that hot body pies. I'm going to show people what I'm going to do with some of these shells here. I did save these shells. I'm going to show you why I saved the shells, because y'all might have seen the video I did this on, but we actually do what it called Mod Podge and put little sceneries inside the shells, which is pretty cool. So that's where I saved the shells up here. Glass. Y'all seen this at this place. We come home with 5-gallon buckets full of onion glass and a few whole onion bottles, but not today. I did get one top to an onion bottle right there, which is kind of cool. Even that's cool. And some piece of a bottom and a bunch of different broken pieces, but we really didn't get big chunks of onion bottles like we normally do. Couple pieces of glass, as you can see right there. That's some old 1600s glass, I'm sure. We did get a few pipe bowls and stems. Make sure I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, over 20 pieces of pipe bowls and stems. I hadn't really checked these close, buddy, to see if they have any kind of markings on them, but that's a cool bowl right there. Look at that. Just to think that our first sellers of this country smoked that bowl right there. Some of our first sellers, late 1600s right there. Pretty cool. Now, a lot of times, they cooked a lot of pigs in the day, and a lot of these pits were cooking pits where they would cook the pigs, and y'all seen in the past, we have a whole table full of whole pig jaws and bones and everything. Today, we got a few bones. That's a piece of there's up there. A few bones here. As you see, look at that. That is actually a vertebrae from a pig right there, which is kind of interesting. You know what? That almost looks like a shark vertebrae. I don't know if that's a pig vertebrae.
I don't know either.
That might be a shark. That looks like, because I find shark vertebrae, and that looks like a shark vertebrae. They might have been eating fish back in the 1600s too. Maybe a shark. I'm thinking that's a shark vertebrae right there. All right. We'll keep going because I think a pig would look more like this. I think that's a piece of a vertebrae to the pig right there. I'm thinking shark on that. This is definitely a jawbone to a pig right there. And some other bones here. Another pig jaw. We found a bunch of these jaws in there in the past. Another pig tooth right there. Y'all can see how it flares off. It's got a funny little top on it. It looks a little different right there. We did go metal detecting, and I found a piece of lead. Buddy, this is the one you found. I got another piece in here somewhere, buddy. That's kind of real similar to it. And he did find a button. I mean, it's tough. That's definitely a tomback. Got a little silver tone to it. That's definitely a tomback. And they go back 1700s easy right there. Maybe 16. Like I say, I got a nickel in here too. Oh, I didn't get everything out of my bags. What it is. I got a bag I put my stuff in. I didn't get it out. That's why I don't have the piece I found. It looks just like it. And I found a nickel, and you know, there's tons of coins. I showed y'all how many modern coins in one spot. They must have had some kind of sale thing going on or whatever there. But anyway, we did get some pottery. That's pretty cool one right there, buddy. Some more pieces to it right there. Another piece of pottery there. Some more pottery there. This is comes from what they call redware, I think, right there. Pretty cool. It's actually glazed. Got a nice glazing on it right there. Look at that, buddy. Nice glazing on that one. Glazing. We did. I did pick up a few bricks. I'm not sure I can put them up here. Some of those really old bricks. But our biggest find of the day is that right there. That is cool. That comes from a Bartman jug. And what they do is they imprint the face on it. And that's his eyeball right there and the eyebrow. You can look up Bartman jug. They were made in Cologne, which is part of Germany now. And they were made in the 15 and 1600s. Really cool. This is a really rare thing to find right there. So that I was really happy to see that come out. That makes my day right there, a Bartman jug. And the owner might actually like it. I think she might keep that one because that's a good display piece right there. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, for sure.
That is a nice display piece right there. Awesome. But even these, they're kind of cool too, you know, knowing when it came from where it come from and how old this stuff is. I don't think I showed y'all these. These are square spikes and nails that they used back in the 1600s for different building. Like I said, there's a whole community here, and you can sit here. I can sit here and dig these out all day. Could we, buddy? We could fill a 5-gallon bucket up with these things because they're everywhere in the ground. Messes you up when you're trying to detect too. Sometimes they'll hide a target. But you see this square, hand forged, pretty cool stuff right there. Even those are pretty cool, actually. Buddy, we're going back?
Sure.
We might go back tomorrow, and right now that's our main spot we got to go to, so we might go back tomorrow and maybe dig around. Buddy's got, one time we used it before, he's got one of these
augers,
like a post hole digger. Mm-hmm. And we used it before, but that was before we started digging pits, I think. We were digging holes and couldn't find anything, but then we started using the probe. Mm-hmm. And then we hit the pits with the probe, and we dug all the pits. But now we know where the pits were at. So we'll use the auger to go beside the pits maybe and see if we might have missed something.
Right.
And we can tell that thing will pull it up.
It'll pull it up, yeah.
So we're going to do that tomorrow. So stay tuned to check out the auger, checking out the side area of the pits to see if we can find some more treasure. All right, please everybody come along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share. And what do you got to do, buddy?
Subscribe to the Gigmaster.
Hey, you do remember that, don't you, buddy? All right, we'll see you in the next adventure.